vecindario de John.
So I was listening to John. And I'm going to pull up outside the house that John moved to in 1945 with to live with Aunt Mimi and Uncle George. Actually, Uncle George died in 1955. But when John came to live here, he was still attending that primary school in Penny Lane. So every day he'd go from this house to the bus stop in Penny Lane, where he would walk up Penny Lane to go to school as well. But by the time he finished that school, his mum Julia had actually got him back involved in another serious relationship with John Bobby Dykins, and had two lovely daughters, Julia and Jackie. So John began to spend quite a bit of time around at his mother's home, which is only about a mile or so from where we are now, playing with his half-sisters, but he was still very, very much estranged emotionally from his mum. There wasn't any real feeling between the two of them at all. And his dad, of course, completely disappeared completely. But really it was in the 1950s, mid-1950s, when John got into music that really showed the difference between the two sisters. Now, Mimi was much older than Julia. She was also far more conservative, and she wasn't a rock and roller. She was very much against John playing music. So, for example, when she was at home, John was only ever allowed to play music in one place, which is in the porch below his bedroom. John's bedroom was the one above the front door, and he was only allowed to play music in that porch below that. When she wasn't at home, of course, John would sit in his bedroom and write a few songs. For example, Please Please Me, One After 909 were all written in that house as well. Julia, however, was a real rock and roll fan. One thing I forgot to mention about Mimi, one thing Mimi did say to John was, playing the guitars all very, very well, but you never make a living out of it. Now Julia, on the other hand, was a big rock and roll fan. She loved music, and actually through music that John and Julia got close again together as well.